Welcome back to the channel, y'all. This is Sawyer Ridge Farm. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. Today we're going to be talking about garden fencing, kind of what type of fencing for your garden. We're having to modify ours a little bit. But before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to a channel that we recently came upon and started watching, and it's Jeremy from BigfootFarmer, and we'll leave links down in the description and maybe a video. But check him out, y'all, because he's a really good channel. We just started watching him, and he's got, I believe, a little over 650 subscribers. And I know we're not very big right now, but I really would love it if y'all went over there and subscribed to him and get him above 1,000. I know he would love it. That's a really big milestone when you're doing YouTube. He's been doing it a lot longer than we have, and so I'd really like to try to get him up there as much as possible. But he's a really good channel. He's a family man, a Christian, and he's got everything going on, y'all. He's got pigs, goats, sheep, chickens. I mean, you name it, he's pretty much got it. I'm surprised he's not in the thousands, like, you know, just out there. Good videos. I'm literally surprised he's not bigger than what he is, because just how good his stuff is. But please go check him out. I promise you won't not like it. So right now, getting that, go over there though, subscribe to him, and tell him that Sawyer Ridge Farm sent you over there, and I know he'll like it a lot. So saying all that, we're gonna get into this fencing. So you can see, this is our raised bed garden area. We're doing an in-ground garden area over there, but this is our raised bed. And we first had to put this fence up because we realized, you know, we like to let our goats out and kind of, you know, just roam around a little bit. Well, that's the first thing they go to, is the garden, okay? So what I did was, what I had on hand was these cattle panels. I put the cattle panels up. They were somewhat easy, depending on how your soil is. Our T-posts going down, and we were hitting rock about every single time, and we're hand driving them. So it wasn't that easy, but we did the cattle panels to keep the goats out, and that's what it does. It keeps the goats out for sure. Well, once we put the fence up and we started, you know, putting our garden and everything in, we realized something's eating some of our plants. I believe it was some green bean plants, some peas, and we didn't know what it was. Well, long story short, we put a trail cam out in our garden, figured out it was rabbits. So, and like you can see, these are just cattle panels. This is like a 6x6 or an 8x8. They can get in that real easy. So what we did to modify that was, we had some leftover chicken wire that's about 2 feet tall. It was just some scrap we had, and so what we did was just zip tied it all the way down to this front and on the sides to keep them from coming in that way. Well, the back end is your regular kind of your goat and sheep fencing. It's 4x4, and I figured we didn't have to do that part, because I mean, we do have dogs, and I thought that, you know, they were staying in this area, so I didn't think they were going to be coming in that way. Well, when we started planting some carrots for the fall, we realized they're back. They were eating some of the carrots, and we didn't get that good of a carrot crop for the fall. So today we are going to be fixing this backside with some scrap pieces. So I'll show you what we're going to be using, and then I'll go into more in depth on what kind of fencing you probably should use in the first place. So since we're in the garden, we're just going to give you a little bit of a garlic update. As you can tell, the garlic sprouted up pretty good. I mean, it's going through. And we just want to give a good thanks to Bumblebee Junction for sending us that. Guys, he knows what he's doing with the garlic, the super soil. Go check his channel out. As you can tell, the proof's in the pudding. It's coming up, and it's doing pretty good right now. Alright, so we're in the garden, and we're going to be fencing off this back half. Another reason why we put the chicken wire up on these sides is because we also saw that our chickens were slipping through. They can slip through those cattle panels real easy. And that was the other reason we saw that we had to do that, because our chickens free range around. So we put that in to keep the rabbits and the chickens out. But we seen this fall that the rabbits are coming through this 4x4 fencing. And so right now we don't really have any vegetables in here, but next year we are, and so we got to get on top of this to keep them out so we get a better harvest of all of our vegetables. What we're going to be using is just this. This is the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch hardware cloth. Now, I wouldn't necessarily make a fence out of this, and the only reason I'm using this is because, y'all, I don't throw anything away, okay? I've been actually holding on this for a little bit. Every time I make, a tractor or rabbit tractors, chicken tractors, I usually have, this is about 1 foot tall, and I usually have some of this left over, and I keep it because I never know what I'm gonna do with it. I feel like this is, I don't want to throw this part away. I just feel like I can use it, and today I'm gonna be using it. I gotta get it out of my shop, and I just thought this would be the perfect way to do it. So all we're gonna be doing is just sticking this on the bottom, and I believe 1 foot tall should be pretty good to get rabbits out. I don't think they're gonna be like jumping or anything like that, and I don't think they'll jump and get through that 4x4. So I think 1 foot should be good. I mean, this is what I'm working with, okay? I'm not trying to buy anything for this. But we're gonna hook this up, and we're just gonna attach it with zip ties. They're real easy. I know they'll probably break, but it's fast, it's quick, and I can always replace the zip ties if they do break. So we're gonna get on that, and we'll just speed it up for you, and then we'll come back and talk to you. So as you can see, it's pretty easy, guys. We got a little bit less than half of it done. I didn't have any more scrap pieces, but I probably will have a little bit more. And then if spring comes and we start planting, if we still don't have enough scrap, then I'll just start cutting some pieces to finish it out. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to do that. So if you are gonna be fencing off your garden, everything that I've learned and with our fencing, if you have the money, that's the one thing. Not everybody has a lot of money. We don't have a lot of money, and so we just adapt to whatever the problem is. I put up the cattle panel for the goats. Well, then we realized that the rabbits and the chickens were getting in, so then we just fixed it with what we had. If I were to do this all over again, or like say our other garden, if we're gonna fence that off with a permanent fence and not like Premier One, I would honestly start with like a 2x4 fencing. It's just like this 4x4, but it's just 2x4. And I'm pretty sure the 2x4 would probably keep rabbits out. I don't want to, bank on it, but I'm pretty sure that's a small enough hole where your normal, wild rabbit's not going to slip through there. You can also buy fencing, which I don't know how much it costs, but it's a 2x4, and then it looks like they have some type of wire that goes in it. I mean, it looks like nothing can get in that. So it all depends on what your budget is. But if I had the money and I was going to be putting in a new garden, depending on how big it is, that's the type of fencing I'd probably use, because then you're putting up one fence and you're done. You don't have to do what we did and put this fence up and then this fence and then this, and that's just what we had to do. But I hope y'all like this video. Just us fixing the garden and everything. If you got any questions about anything we used, or if you have a question about the fencing, leave it down in the comments below, and we'll do the best we can to answer your questions so you can better do this yourself. If you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications, so it notifies you of new content we have, and hit that like button. Always hit that, and the subscribe button. And like I said before, check out BigfootFarmer. He's a good channel, guys, and we're going to be watching him. He's on the daily watch now, And so, but let's really try to get him up there. You know, we're both small channels, and I'd really like to see him get above 1,000. He's probably been trying to get that for a while, and I think that would really help him out a lot. So go out there, check him out. I promise you will not be disappointed checking his channel out. But y'all take care, and God bless. I want to give a shout out to a channel that we recently started watching, and it's Jeremiah. I knew it.